Booming house, whipping up the chicken. White girl better known as Britney. G with a uni, call me 50. Neck and wrist froze, spinning ticket. State gang, state represent. OG straight from North Memphis. Any mean, know I gotta get it. Classic bar, every time spit it. Slide through the city, really fit it. 100 round, all my clips are steady. On the block, posted to the finish. Nigga hating, everyone's a critic. Trending topic, all these estimations. Never read them, never pay attention. FYO, fuck your opinion. On the grind, reaching for $1 million.
40 strong, topic for a million. Memphis niggas from my swag different. They don't understand the way we live it. Blowing up, simple addition. 7th grade, that was water with it. First to death, gets my water dripping. Heavyweight champion, all the vision. 6 ring goals, gotta keep it. 40 strong, topic for a mission. Memphis niggas from my swag different. They don't understand the way we live it. Blowing up, simple addition. 7th grade, that was water with it. First to death, I guess my water dripping. Heavyweight champion, all the vision. 6 ring goals, gotta keep it.
Nigga chasing cloud a hell of a drug. Going gas, popping pills, I got a hell of a buzz. Trapping out the poop, we keep whatever they want. I'm continue with this work and do whatever with drugs. Not a rapper, I'm just talking. You can call me a street, call me silly. Song with open person trying to get me a bitch. For the strong, get submission when you come to my trip. I got a question for you rappers, why you niggas so bad? 40 strong, topic for a mission. Memphis niggas from my swag different. They don't understand the way we live it. Blowing up, simple addition. 7th grade, that was water whipping. First to death, gets my water dripping. Heavyweight champion, all the vision. 6 ring goals, started tripping. 40 strong, topic for a mission. Memphis niggas from my swag different. They don't understand the way we live it. Blowing up, simple addition. 7th grade, that was water whipping. First to death, I guess my water dripping. Heavyweight champion, all the vision. 6 ring goals, started tripping. 40 strong, time for a mission. Memphis niggas from my swag different. They don't understand the way we live it. Double up, simple addition. 7th grade, that was water whipping. First to death, gets my water dripping. Heavyweight champion, all the vision. 6 rings, all started tripping. 40 strong, time for a mission. Memphis niggas from my swag different. They don't understand the way we live it. Double up, simple addition. 7th grade, that was water whipping. First to death, I guess my water dripping. Heavyweight champion, all the vision. 6 rings, all started tripping.
Joy Chit Chat, ma'am, what you pulled early this morning was foul as fuck. So I have this to say to you. Pull some shit like that ever again, ma'am, and forget you ever met me. Don't text me, don't call me, or none of that. Try that shit again. I'm sick of this shit. I've told you several times, if you can't bring peace to my life, you can't be a part of my life. And what you did this morning was involve 2 other people into my fucking business over YouTube shit. When I get off YouTube, I'm off of YouTube. So I don't give a fuck about your subliminal ass post nor the outburst you did this morning. But try that shit again. We won't be speaking ever again, ma'am. I know you're watching right now. I'm dead fucking serious. I'm sick of your bullshit.
My feet up, my feet up, my feet up.
Trap, I'm doing me. Hey yo, keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me.
My feet up,
I'm doing me.
my feet up.
Hey yo, keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Keep my distance from these suckers, I can't let them ruin me. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. 13 jumped off the porch from drugs is influencing. Hey yo, keep back with my feet up, keep back with my feet up. Keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Hey yo, keep back with my feet up, keep back with my feet up. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. Bring the work naked like a skinny dipping, no problem. We did for the school position. Told out, cover screw missing. Paranormal legal pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. 13 jumped off the porch with drugs, this insurance. Hey, I'll keep back with my feet up, keep back with my feet up. Keep back with my feet up, in the trap, I'm doing me. Hey, I'll keep back with my feet up, keep back with my feet up. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. Hey, I'll keep back with my feet up, in the trap, I'm doing me. Keep my distance from these suckers, I can't let them ruin me. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me.
Like, bruh, I know you not in here fucking antagonizing me. I know that is not. That's okay, ma'am. Don't fucking play with me. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm trying to keep my cool, but don't fucking play with me. This is not how. I promise you. You know what? Never mind. Do what you do, Joy. Do what you do. Keep showing these people how immature you fucking are. Do what you do.
Petty. State gang. State gang, the mob. King JJ, Mad, Urban, PMP, Gabe, Joy Chit Chat, MoneyBoy Trey. We in too deep. Let's go.
Yeah, who tryna get it? Who tryna get it? Who tryna run it up? Yeah, me and my niggas, who tryna hustle? Who tryna double up? Sippin' on purple and yellow. I got a double cup. Look, I got a double cup. Who tryna run it up? Me and my niggas, who tryna run it up? Who tryna get it? Who tryna hustle? Who tryna double up? I'm sippin' on purple and yellow. I got a double cup. Yeah, I got a double cup. Me and my niggas, who tryna run it up?
Stay with the bag, I'm cashing them checks. 100 round shooters on jet. Little niggas talking, but they not a threat. BB is Damascene bands on my neck. Jacking my fresh. Pour up before, poppy an egg. I'm saucing, I'm dripping, I'm wet. I'm trending, I'm peeking on fire, I'm lit. It's a go 10 to 4, it's a bet. On the ground, about to cut me a check. Niggas mad when I stun and I flex. With precision, I'm gripping the tech. Burn a brand while I'm gripping the neck. No dealings, I just want some flex. I'm a dog, it's a shame on my mess. Go hard and shout out to my ex. Flip, I'm moving on to the next. Out in Brooklyn, go side with the Nets. I'm shining, I'm blessed. Like a deacon and reverend, I'm fresh. VIP talking shit with some jets. Taking selfie with Yankees and Mets. High-fiving with Giants and Knicks. No ego, my life is the shit.
Yeah, we tryna get it, we tryna get it, we tryna run it up. Yeah, me and my niggas, we tryna hustle, we tryna double up. Sippin' on purple and yellow. I got a double cup. Look, I got a double cup. We tryna run it up. Me and my niggas, we tryna run it up. We tryna get it, we tryna hustle, we tryna double up. I'm sippin' on purple and yellow. I got a double cup. Yeah, I got a double cup. Me and my niggas, we tryna run it up.
Posted in the north, pump a gas, pump a diesel. Woo, it's some liquor. Trunk full of work, I'ma drive out to liquor. Green black strap, hit the gas, just run it up. Music up loud, got a subwoof, run it up. Run it up, MoneyBoy, run it up. Cashing out, ballin' no run it up. Streets on fire, I'm trending, I'm busy. Woo, I'm rocking Da Vinci. Look for pilot, goes out there depending. That's a chit at the scope, and we winning. Can't won't lie, this is just the beginning. On a mission, won't start till I'm finished. Full of loud purpose, that got me spinning. Where you at, what you need, what you spending. No consignment, no get independent. Gordon Ramsay, I'm here in the kitchen. Mac a lip and the clip is extended. Riding dirty, my license suspended. Through the dash with your lanes in the Hemi. Moving workers, no items, so plenty. Contract master, the side and the stitching. Got no love for these bitches. Got my bump back, my blood, I'm the rest.
Yeah, we tryna get it, we tryna run it up. Yeah, me and my niggas, we tryna hustle, we tryna double up. Sippin' on purple and yellow. I got a double cup. Look, I got a double cup. We tryna run it up. Me and my niggas, we tryna run it up. We tryna get it, we tryna hustle, we tryna double up. I'm sippin' on purple and yellow. I got a double cup. Yeah, I got a double cup. Me and my niggas, we tryna run it up.
Thank you for the super chat, Nunya.
You can't meet the threshold. You cannot meet the threshold. Nigga, meet the motherfucking threshold, nigga. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about meeting the threshold.
Oh, it's gonna be peace, Nunya, because I just blocked her. I don't have time for that. Again, she did some fucked up shit. She involved outside people in our business. I ain't said nothing to her to this morning with saying what I said. And her response was to come over here and wave by with a sandal. Okay, I'm gonna honor your wish. Cause apparently you just not gonna respect what the fuck I said I need in my life. So at this point, I'm gonna be selfish. So yes, everybody just saw Joy Chit Chat get blocked live because that's what Joy Chit Chat likes to do. For a person that don't like criticism, you sure like to come out here and give people shit to talk about. Because what you did last night was gonna give people something to talk about. And you did that shit on your own. I didn't make you do that stupid shit. You did it. I'm just telling you I'm tired of it. I'm not gonna do this live. I ain't finna do this. I ain't got nothing to say about the situation. One more song, getting the show started.
State gang the mob, we in too deep. MoneyBoy Trey, Looney Tune melodies. Let's go! I can take a bitch if I want. Take her down, send her back in the morning. Purple kush, purple drink like Bonnie. Black op shit, got gun like the Hummer. Bulletproof vest, case a nigga wanna harm me. No conversation, he ain't talking about the money. I die about mine, never take nothing from me. I die about mine, never take nothing from me. I can take a bitch if I want. Take her down, send her back in the morning. Purple kush, purple drink like Bonnie. Black op shit, got gun like the Hummer. Bulletproof vest, case a nigga wanna harm me. No conversation, he ain't talking about money. I die about mine, never take nothing from me. I die about mine, never take nothing from me. Hey, little nigga, I was trapping out the Carter. Single parent home, being a willing, I'm a father. Money go get it, I ain't never been a quitter. Had to be the breadwinner for my sons and my daughter. Nigga rich, full blue eyes, 20 pointer. I can take a bitch if I want it. Pick it down from the back in the morning. Purple kush, purple drink like Bonnie. Black op shit, got gun like Army. Bulletproof vest, case nigga wanna harm me. No conversation, he ain't talking about money. I die about mine, never take nothing from me. State to state, moving weight, we're running. Wholesale, get both by the 100. No consignment, no deal, no front. Camera and Birdman and stun. Bitch, stop capping, ain't talking about nothing. Jacking out the tub on the time, hit your bust. Look with the pussy, but you never gotta touch it. Came down the middle, but you had to make a bust it. How you getting money, but a flatter than your budget? All the player talk, so you know you need to cut it. Sir, you know you need to cut this shit. All the player talk, so you know you need to cut it. Throwing touch and start crying in public. You a bitch. Need a dick, so a bitch cannot suck. You a bitch. You need to be saying you disgusting. You a bitch. Bitch, you a lame, you a dust. You a bitch. Why you stay sweating? You must. You a bitch. You went from the street, you a pussy. Oh, need a dick ass nigga. I can take a bitch if I want. Take her down, send her back in the morning. Purple kush, purple drink like Bonnie. Black op shit, got gun like the Hummer. Bulletproof vest, case a nigga wanna harm me. No conversation, he ain't talking about the money. I die about mine, never take nothing from me. I die about mine, never take nothing from me. I can take a bitch if I want. Take her down, send her back in the morning. Purple kush, purple drink like Bonnie. Black op shit, got gun like the Hummer. Bulletproof vest, case a nigga wanna harm me. No conversation, he ain't talking about money. I die about mine, never take nothing from me. I die about mine, never take nothing from me.
Hey, no, that's not cool though. That's not cool. Just wanna take me a ride, man. Clear my motherfucking head, cause I can't believe a motherfucker I really cared about, I really loved you at one point, G. Like low key. Like, come on now. Like low key, G. You think it was cool for your friend to get up there and expose everything you told him about me? That wasn't cool. You know that wasn't cool for real. That wasn't what's up. That wasn't what's up. That shit triggered the fuck out of me because that was wacky. You know it was wacky. Fuck my key at. You know that shit was wacky. Let me take me a drive, G. This shit getting out of hand, G. This shit getting out of hand to fight somebody else fight. Especially about people we talked about their commentary and their style of how they do people. You laying me out. You feed me to the wolves for what? You feed me to the wolves for what? What you feeding me to the wolves for, Shib? For what? For what?
Cause you a bitch. So, man, how was your date night, sir?
Oh shit, man! I was chilling, man. I was chilling.
I see you missing shows and shit. Hopefully, y'all do y'all review tonight.
Where was tonight?
Y'all got to do y'all raw review. Y'all behind.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was scheduled for the night anyway.
Yeah, nigga, it's you ain't been to work since Sunday, nigga. It's what is it, Wednesday? You got makeup shit to do. Well, I got an oldie but goodie for you. You gonna like this one. Of course, it's a throwback Tommy Sotomayor video. Had to fuck with the OG. That's what I was doing before I got sidetracked. I was doing my keeping his name alive movement. And his video is titled "Why Blacks Don't Vote Republican, Americans Are Hypocritical." Keep in mind, this video is 9 years old, but you would think he did it yesterday. What are your thoughts? Before we get into it, what are your thoughts? I know you saw the thumbnail. What are your thoughts of the Candace Owens, Kanye West, White Lives Matter? And I'm gonna go ahead and lump that in with Republicans because those are Republican people. They're conservative. Black Lives Matter was directly tied in with Democrats. So how do you feel about that?
Well, I think it's just a bunch of words. You know what I'm saying? That people get over emotional about. White Lives Matter connected to conservative, Republican. If most people think, you know what I'm saying, think about their life and how they structure their life and how they live. Most of y'all are conservative. You know what I'm saying? But you're brainwashed to always think Democratic. You know what I'm saying? Black Lives Matter and stuff like that. Which Black lives do matter, white lives matter, all lives matter. You know what I'm saying? Out here with me, the animal lives matter and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
Man, you're going too far with the animals' lives matter, gent. Man, you're going too far.
Hey, man, I'm trying this new
fuck
strain,
them,
man.
fuck,
I think I'm going deep.
Fuck them animals.
But
I need a new chinchilla.
There should be no issue over the shirt. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't see them getting all emotional over the Black Lives Matter shirt. Actually, they dropped to their knees for it.
Yes,
a
lot of white people embraced the Black Lives Matter shirt, and the whole Blue Lives Matter thing, I feel like was a troll at Black Lives Matter, but Black Lives Matter supporters and people got upset about the Blue Lives Matter thing. But I called this shit. I called this shit a couple years back. I was like, yo, so you do realize every time like a pro-black movement comes up by proxy, a pro-white movement pops up or anti-black movement, that's just balance. That's how life goes. So if you have a Black Lives Matter, you're going to eventually get a White Lives Matter, just like the KKK was the reason that the Black Panthers popped up. It's balance. Right? So I know people didn't think it was just going to be a Black Lives Matter and that was going to be the end of it because y'all should have had a proxy that Blue Lives Matter. That came out right after. Somebody wasn't bold enough to do it yet. They wasn't bold enough to come on out and say White Lives Matter. But I knew this shit was coming.
Actually,
and the reaction was, go ahead.
Actually, it started way before Black Lives Matter. I had stated one time on the show that it started, when you look this up, it started in Japan with those protests that was going on in Japan. I think it was probably 10 years ago or so. And you've recently seen it too within the last 2 or 3 years. If you saw the yellow jackets out there in Japan and stuff, and they was out there just protesting and stuff. Actually, it was like an Asian Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. Japan Lives Matter, but actually it's rooted in Asia is what I'm saying. Or China or somewhere along that line. That's all. But I don't know. He has technical difficulties.
Oh shit, my bad. I thought I was on. I thought I had unmuted. I said I agreed with you on the Asian Lives Matter thing, and I said let's see what the OG has to say. Said, shout out to Tommy Sotomayor. I had hit the button and everything. Man said he having technical difficulties. Like son of a bitch, what's going on?
Man, I was trying this new strain. I had froze. I was like, where'd he go?
What's up, America? This is your boy, Tommy Sotomayor. I want to talk to you a little bit about something that I just saw. I'm watching it currently, and it is the Republican National Convention. Now, I like to watch it because I see myself as a fair-minded American. I won't just vote Democrat. As a matter of fact, George Bush's second term, I voted for him because I didn't like John Kerry. So I will vote wherever my wallet tells me to and what I think is in the best interest of my family and my community.
Me and Armando were talking about that earlier, and he was like, "Are you Democrat?" I was like, "Nah, I'm not either one of them motherfuckers." He was like, "So what you do?" When we were talking, I was like, "I vote with the person that my interest best serve. Like not on what they're running on. It may be one specific thing that they say they're for, and I look at the other candidate and see if they for it or against it, and see what's going on."
Most people don't realize they for something until they tricked into it. It's from what I'm seeing, because they use a lot of, since Mark was talking about rabbits out there and stuff in the chat. They use a lot of carrots. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they dingle it right there in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Hang it, and they put anything on it, and it's like they use certain tactics to draw black folks' attention to go Democratic, when actually they ain't gonna do shit for you.
They won't.
My state.
Well, here's the thing. I both of them motherfuckers is somebody said, I can't remember who said it. They both do. They're the same. They're both wings on the same bird. They attach to the same body, so they're all the same. They just have different names, but they're all the same.
That's one way to think about it. But then I think that term kind of screwed us this last time. You know what I'm saying? Not this past one. Because
talking about,
I don't.
What you talking about?
Yeah,
Trump? What do you mean term?
Trump and Biden, as far as they both wings from the same bird. You know what I'm saying? Because he was never really a politician. He became a politician like within the last 8 years. Yeah, he had his money tied in and stuff like that, but he actually wasn't a politician. So it's like,
Well, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jesse the Body Ventura weren't politicians either, but they ain't do it. Now, Trump did a lot of controversial shit that you just weren't used to seeing from a president.
True.
But I mean, what he did was the shit he'd been doing his whole life, though. If you ever followed Donald Trump or watched any of his shows, that's who the fuck he is. They didn't do anything different, but when you get an office like that, you do have to kind of change and be professional. You have to act like you know the job requirements.
Truthfully, I was totally against this man when he first ran. You know what I'm saying? When he was talking about putting up the border and stuff, I was still in my militant form. I was like, they trying to lock us up in this country and shit. Then we ain't got nowhere to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking that way, not knowing the whole scope of politics and what's really going on in the world around you. You know what I'm saying? Once you start really looking at the world and what's going on around you, everything that he did made sense. Actually, he saved our ass in a lot of different directions. You know, so people might not like the way he done it or said it, but actually it was done with you in his heart as far as American.
Question, man, has that wall been built yet?
I believe they just restarted it to finish it now. It should have been finished, you know what I'm saying, 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Right after the second that last election, it should have been finished, but they stopped it. So and let in over 5 million damn immigrants.
Morning, Scorpio. Us from NYC know exactly who and what Trump stands for. People love to listen to rhetoric without clear understanding. And I'm sure she's talking about that the lawsuit he got for not wanting to rent to minorities. I'm sorry, Scorpio lady.
Hold on. There's an interview out there right now that I just seen yesterday. It's been up for a while, almost 8 months, and only 72,000 people seen it for who was talking and what they was talking about. I'm going to see if I can find it. But it's like, it was Joe Brown up there, right? And Joe Brown was breaking down all of the black businesses Donald Trump helped and never asked for nothing in return when they tried to pay him back. He tore up their checks in their face and said, go on about your business.
I'm sorry, but I'm about to say, I'm just, I look at it as a business move, and I think the only reason he got flack for it is because he was a white man. Because if it had been a black person that owned the buildings and had the same policies, it would have been raised. But like, it pretty much it's people don't understand until they own a business. When you own a business, then you stop looking. You understand why there are a lot of stereotypes on both sides. You understand, and if the goal is to make money, you're gonna go with the stereotype that costs you less money, and you also have experience when you're like when he was into real estate, so he had experience with renting to all types of tenants. It's fucked up. I know it sounds fucked up, but it be like that though. Just come on, think about it. Never mind. I'm not gonna do it. But yes, it's he got sued for like discriminating against tenants, but it didn't even say that they were minorities or black. It wasn't saying that he wanted to not do it to blacks or Hispanics. He just wasn't doing it to low income. He wasn't letting people with low incomes move into his establishments.
I mean, if I had property, I would do the same. I don't want them low budget Negroes tearing up my shit. So
Not even tearing it up. I'm more worried about the ability to pay. This is a nice property. This is a high scale area. I want people that I know can pay.
You gonna tear up my shit and you ain't got no money? Hell no.
I'm just going to say that I was pretty involved in politics. I have a little bit clearer understanding with Dennis and most. I was fortunate to be educated properly on some things. Yeah, because I'm not from there, but I've heard of the lawsuit that he had back in, I think it was the early 80s. I mean, late 80s, early 90s. I heard of it. So I don't know the ins and outs of it, but I'm just saying it's like as far as
they could have been
being
on
a
his
business owner.
They could have been on his head back then because that was the same time he made that those comments about those black kids who were supposed to did the mugging in Central Park.
Yeah.
And it was like they were trying to trash him for that when actually there was no issue with his comments because at that time frame.
Blame that but I blame that on the newspaper. I blame that on the newspaper. Why the fuck are you taking a quote from Donald Trump on this? Like, who gives a fuck what he had to say? Who the fuck was he that we needed to know his thoughts on this shit?
I mean, I left New York City in the mid '80s. From what we left, yeah, he had a right to feel like that. Motherfuckers were getting mugged out that shit. Get your purse snatched off your neck. You know what I'm saying? So anybody would have said it, no matter the color.
Well, I think a lot of people said it. It was a lot of people that just based on that initial story. That whole story is just fucked up, just in so many ways. It's so many people that dropped the ball on that one, including the parents. Mm-hmm. It's a whole. I don't understand why Trump was more of the focal point. What I do understand is when he ran for president, he put himself in that hot seat for everything that he's ever said to come out.
Yeah.
But still, to put more focus on his statements instead of the actions of a whole bunch of people that were involved, including the parents, is mind-boggling.
I mean, people don't bring up, you know what I'm saying? Out of all that stuff, they don't bring up him trying to keep Mike Tyson out of jail. You know what I'm saying? With the Robin Givens issue. You know what I'm saying? He was the last person there holding the door open.
Mark said he bought it in the paper. That's how they spoke to him. I'm like, why the fuck would they just wake up one morning and be like, what does Trump have to say about this?
Shit, he was owning everything almost in New York at that point. Big buildings and all that.
The country. And out.
I ain't gonna lie, Trump Tower in Chicago was nice. Not gonna lie.
But I was thinking about something while watching the Republican National Convention, and I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but I kind of want to explain something to Republicans, why you probably have a 0% of blacks in the poll that was done recently said that they would vote for Mitt Romney. or a Republican, period. Let me give you some backstory about something that was said a lot during the Republican National Convention that bothered the hell out of me and made it bother a lot of other black people. Republicans seem to have this nostalgic feeling towards the Constitution. They talk about the Constitution and why it was founded, and they apply it to freedom and justice and fairness and equality. But I want white people to understand what it sounds like when you say you hearken for the days of when Madison and Jefferson and all these people.
I definitely agree. If more people of color understand you shouldn't go into politics with the party agenda, you get so much further. Definitely agree.
See here in Gwinnett, Button Gwinnett, he actually signed the Constitution. I know a lot about the Constitution and know the constitutional laws. I'm a big advocate of following the Constitution today. But the problem is you keep referring back to it when it was written as this coverall, this Band-Aid that cleans everything. And me representing black people, or the intelligent black people who know that what I'm saying right now is true, I'd like to address you, Republicans. See, talking about this Constitution in this way reminds us that when this Constitution was drafted, we weren't even considered people. When this Constitution was drafted, we were being taken from our homeland and brought to a foreign land and made to serve the people who were drafting this Constitution. So when you bring up the Constitution and bring up the freedom of and justice and equality for all men, do you understand that when this original document was drafted, black people were being killed on the passage over. Black people were being separated, their families, their children. They were being raped. They were being killed. They were being worked to death under this Constitution. Now, this Constitution served white Americans very well. Didn't serve Native Americans quite as well. The Trail of Tears and other broken treaties will tell you about that. Didn't serve Mexican Americans very well. But it damn sure didn't serve black Americans at all. As a matter of fact, this document that you look at so lovingly and you cherish it so, it existed for the whole 400 years blacks were being oppressed. It existed for the whole time that blacks have been in America. It has existed the whole time that blacks have been persecuted. Now, not the whole 400, but it has been around for half of that. Now, the problem is you have black people who hear you hearken back and look upon with great joy and romanticism the Constitution in its early stages. And that Constitution was around when churches in the South were getting bombed. That Constitution was around when George Wallace was keeping black students out of Alabama. That Constitution was around when Harriet Tubman was trying to get people on the Underground Railroad. That Constitution existed when Martin Luther King was shot. That Constitution has existed throughout all of this. When Emmett Till was killed, the Constitution existed.
Morning, Miss Dilly.
So whatever superpowers you give this Constitution, however it helped the lily white nation, it did no such thing for blacks. It didn't protect us against beatings. It didn't protect us against getting dogs sicked upon us. Hell, it is 2012. And it doesn't stop us and protect us from getting the
Man, he's making Republicans sound pretty awful. But here's the kicker. Democrats do it too. They pander to blacks. They act like they feel blacks' plight, but what do they actually offer blacks? The crime reform bill? Is that what they offer?
True. Yeah, true. But I think a lot of this talk blinded what we didn't see in the last, you know what I'm saying, in the past 10 years, because still that was the term of, like he was saying, Romney, Obama, you know what I'm saying, the Republicans was painted with that brush. So
Trump, Biden. But the Republicans painted themselves with their brush. These are the things that they run on and they speak about when they have these debates.
but true. But remember, Trump is not a Republican. They didn't back him at all.
Oh, he was actually a Democrat in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
But
Because
it's easy to switch parties, but shit, he won under the party that he felt would align most with his views.
I don't think that was true. I think he thought that he was doing what he, you know what I'm saying. We was all brought up in the same kind of system. He can have that kind of money and be manipulated too. And then you see, you know what I'm saying. You can see the horizon. It was like, hold on, this ain't right. You know,
Herb. What's going on, Urban?
urban.
Kicked out of us by policemen in broad daylight with cell phones a running. It doesn't stop white men from shooting us in the back at subway stations. It doesn't stop white men from pulling us over and, as a big gang, beating the shit out of us, shooting us 41 times because we're reaching for our wallet. So Republicans, me being a person who's fair-minded, and everyone knows you can ask Herman Cain, he'll tell you, Tommy's pretty fair-minded.
Herman Cain.
You can ask the Limbaugh brothers. That guy's pretty fair-minded. I want to help you out. The reason why you're finding it hard to get black people to vote for you, because you consistently neglect our feelings, our votes, our societal position. And we've let it happen. As my man D.L. Hughley said, when you wonder why people don't show up at your party, maybe you should have invited them. Well, I'm starting to believe that invitation is never going to come. As a matter of fact, we as blacks get a rejection letter from you every Republican primary, every time any Republican runs for anything. Because even though you had Condoleezza Rice on there and she spoke very eloquently, she spoke about her time growing up and going to a segregated Woolworths and not being able to get a pizza because it was whites only. And then she skipped right to, and then I became Secretary of State. That's right, Condoleezza.
That right there triggered something. Because don't that sound like Kamala Harris when she was talking about the school bus shit? When she was talking to Joe Biden? See how these motherfuckers play games?
Yeah.
And it's like if you're not paying attention close enough, you know what I'm saying, you won't catch it. Enough of us been catching so much in the last couple of years that's the reason why a lot of us jumped ship and backed that one guy. Eventually started backing him because we saw what he was trying to do. A lot of these politicians run the same game on us every term, no matter if it's Democrat or Republican.
Yep.
You know, and it's like we just have to pay more attention. You know what I'm saying? A nigga on the corner can't trick you on a damn bag, but these motherfuckers can trick you on TV.
That's why Sharonda won the comment of the night when she said, or you could just hold your vote. You could just not vote. That's always an option.
That's an option, but that's not a good option because that means you're giving other people power over you. Because whatever's
Uh,
final is final, no matter if you voted or not.
yeah, but see, that's the shit that they tell you to make it seem like your vote matters. If the shit is final, no matter what, it don't matter if you vote or not.
It'll
It's gonna
matter,
happen. If three people only show up to the polls, the result gonna be final.
but why you think
But if
why you
if
think
all
division?
but if all Americans said we're not gonna vote, who wins? If all America decide to protest and say we not supporting this fucking election, who would win?
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's like that. That's why you know what I'm saying. Division is their best weapon. If they keep us divided and thinking separately, we'll never think for you know what I'm saying. Get on that path as far as what a lot of what a black power and all that been reaching for unity. You know what I'm saying? We can't think as unity as long as they keep us divided. That's why we can't get things straight.
Coleman said if nobody vote, a president will still be put in office. But it goes to show you your vote don't matter. Who decide
How?
if who would decide how would they put somebody in office if nobody voted? Who
Because
would decide that? Like
the
whose job is it to put somebody in place then at this point?
you're
Is
not
it
supposed to put
Congress, the
nobody
Senate?
else. You keep the
This
reigning
the
president.
see it's just but it's an option. But it's an option that we never see. Even the fact of bringing that third option up, you always get to don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. It's almost like not voting is not an option. Now, I vote in my local shit. I don't in the local and shit that affects the state of Tennessee. I don't too much care about the presidential shit because they gonna do what they do anyway with the electoral college, so on and so forth. They gonna do what they do.
So you don't believe one person can come in and fuck up their water, make some
Nah,
waves.
it take a team of them.
So you saying me or you can't get no momentum behind us, but well, like say like you on social media, you can't get enough momentum behind you for people to start voting for you by the thousands.
Kanye got some thousands. Kanye got thousands of votes, but it didn't do shit.
Kanye was corrupted. They corrupted his path. They put out
No,
there
but
the man was crazy.
I'm saying he got votes though, but he got votes though, but the votes he got wasn't enough to affect what happened with Trump.
Yeah,
Nobody can say he stole votes from Trump.
they stole votes from him. You know what I'm saying? They used all kind of tactics against him, just the same way they tried to use against Trump. Except Trump was on a bigger scale. But Kanye was kind of easy. All they had to do was make black people think he was crazy. Because there's no reason why black folks shouldn't have voted for Kanye. If they voted for damn Obama, a nigga they don't even know that didn't have no
Have
history.
you have you seen some
You
of
know,
have you seen some of the outfits Kanye wear? That nigga is crazy. You got to be crazy to wear some of the shit he wear. Them big
I
ass
agree with
shoes and shit.
I agree with you. I'm not a fan of this guy, but you know what I'm
Oh,
saying. Realistically,
I'm a fan of Kanye. I'm a fan. He just crazy as a
hell,
motherfucker.
hell no, I'm not a
Well,
fan
I
of his
won't say
music.
he's crazy. He's eccentric. Are you not a fan of his music? That is blasphemy, sir. What the fuck?
Man, fuck
So
that
you
nigga.
don't like the college dropout or none of that shit? Those were classic albums. The first three,
It goes way back. I'm not a fan of his. I'm a I'm a more hardcore kind of guy, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just
bro. Kanye is the shit,
I'm I'm prejudiced when it comes to my hip hop, man. It's either 90s
bro. That's why I'm telling
it's either
you.
90s
If
or Memphis.
sir, you gotta go and listen to Kanye's first three albums. You got like Most Def on there, Talib Kweli. Bruh, you got go listen to his first three albums, sir.
I heard his
He
albums.
got GLC, Paul Wall in it, bruh. The I don't know what happened after the first three. Like when he started dropping Yeezus and Thunder and stuff, he and the poopity scoop poop that all that shit. He lost his damn mind. But them
I just,
first three albums, them motherfuckers are certified bangers. Still listen to them all of them now. I ended Urban's verses the other night with a song off Kanye's first album
yeah, but
with
still,
Selena Johnson on it. You tripping, G?
I can't bang your shit though, man. I mean, I listened to it a couple of times and it was like, hey,
Y'all listen. This nigga say he don't like Kanye West music. The person
shit.
I can agree with you. His music, bruh.
I like him better as a speaker than a musician.
Sir, you're under review. You are under review, sir. This is blasphemy, and I'm disappointed in you, man. Gabe come up here with the shit too.
I'd rather
Why is
listen
he
to Police
trash,
Hammer,
sir?
Don't Hurt Him, Too Legit to Quit, and that shitty one that he did with Pumps in the Bump. I'd rather listen to that MC Hammer shit than fucking Kanye.
Thank you, Gabe.
Y'all ignore Gabe. Gabe has been angry for the past 3 or 4 days. Ignore him. He don't know what he's talking about.
I like this Gabe. Yeah, buddy.
And we got cussed out, bruh. We got cussed out twice last night. I don't know if I like this Gabe.
Who got cussed out?
He cussed everybody out last night twice on the panel. Then he dropped the mic and left.
Damn. Everybody fighting. See, that's why I stay in the tree.
Man, Urban Thunder does not go hard, sir. That album is weird. And I'm not just saying that because it's a gospel album, because I actually like the song with him, the baby, and The Weeknd. That album's trash.
I mean, I feel the same way about Drake. Drake just seems artificial.
Oh, God.
Thank you.
Hey, good morning, Truth.
What up? What up?
Good morning, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Chip.
What are your thoughts on Kanye West? Musically.
I'll pay.
How Fogo?
Truth, you must be from the South.
I'm having a best of Kanye West listening party one day this week. I'm gonna torture y'all.
I'll sit back and listen. I ain't gonna do that to the dude. I'm gonna sit back and listen to
Tony, you don't like Kanye either?
He said his music all right. He's crazy.
But his mind is gone.
Oh yeah, I agree. I've said that. I said, yeah, he crazy the motherfucker, but yeah,
I think the other way.
Okay, man, let me ask you this. Mm-hmm. Do you like Kanye West beats?
His beats.
How is he as a producer to you? Because he done provided the industry with hits. How's he as a beat maker?
He's okay. He's not in my genre of beat maker.
He's okay. Come on, Gabe. What you got?
Man, I'm poisoned with the snap and the snare. You know what I'm saying? I'm South, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with Mad.
I like to keep things simple, man, and catchy. Simple, catchy. You know what I'm saying? And creepy. You know what I'm saying?
Drake, really? Drake's too busy at the Toronto
Gabe, that's Gabe. We're gonna fight. Don't do it.
Drake reminds me of
Gabe, don't do it, Gabe. Gabe, stop it, Gabe.
The one that does
stop
the dancing.
Gabe, you cannot bash Drake on my panel, Gabe. You can't do it.
Between his bullshit interviews, I forgot the dude's name. Never mind.
Drake is the GOAT.
Either way, they both do like similar faggy things.
Oh, here you go. You know what? I'm gonna have to cut this song out the video, but just because they're hating on Drake, I'm gonna give y'all some of his greatness right now. And he has a Memphian sample in his song. How do you not feel that hook, sir? Gotta throw a party for my day ones. They ain't in the studio, but they'll lay something and they'll shoot a nigga. And then he said, if you don't like what I'm saying, nigga, say something. How do you not like that hook, Gabe?
I'm gonna say something. I don't like that shit.
Now, man, I'm used to you. See, here's the thing. I'm going to explain to the people what. See, right now, I'm going to shoot on these guys. This is what you call a shoot. Gabe is doing what you call a heel turn. He's being an asshole and a bad guy. Now, I'm used to Mad being a heel. He's forever a heel. I think Gabe is a bit perturbed with me because I've had a babyface turn. I'm no longer an asshole. I'm a loving, gentler Trey, and he doesn't like it. So in turn, he's getting me back by becoming a heel. So Gabe and I have switched places. If y'all haven't noticed the past couple days. Now wait. Now keep it up, Gabe. Since I've exposed you, how about that?
You haven't exposed anything, really.
So he's an asshole.
Man, can't you hear how he talking, man? It sounds like he got a black hood on and everything and shit, man.
Say less. Say less.
Well, Gabe, you know I'm still a heel at
and
I'm still a heel at heart, so I'm gonna say this. Ladies, just because there's a goalie doesn't mean you can't score.
I became Secretary of State. That's great, Condoleezza.
And you know why blacks aren't good at hockey? Because hockey is dependent on achieving goals.
Hockey is depending on knowing how to skate, and most niggas can't swim nor skate. They stay away from water. How about that? But who laughed in my goalie joke? I heard someone laugh. Gabe, none of you said who hurt you.
You did, Nunya.
It was the fans, Nunya. The fans didn't appreciate him.
Oh, he gonna be body slamming folks tonight.
Thousands of people died. America didn't just give you the Secretary of State job. America went kicking and screaming out of segregation. America went kicking and screaming into giving blacks the civil rights. Now, I'm not Mr. Pro-Black, and I'm not Mr. Black Panther movement. But I do recognize wrong. And the wrong with that speech, Condoleezza, was the fact that those same white people who were clapping for you, saying how great of a speech it was and how far you've come, are those same birthers who always want to bring up Obama's name, call him Hussein, and talk about how he just might not be American. Those same people that you were talking about bringing in others from other countries and coming here and finding their place in the world. And
Nunya, I disagree. I was actually proud of Gabe when he was over there saying bitch the other day on his channel. I was proud. Now, it was shocking when he called me a motherfucker a couple times last night, but I was like, this is a new Gabe. I kind of shit. I kind of like the edgy Gabe. It fits.
Recognizing and realizing the American dream, those same white people in the crowd that were clapping for you are against that American dream. See, those same white Republicans, they believe that that American dream is theirs, their manifest destiny, from sea to shining sea. Now, I'm not a great orator like Barack Obama, and I don't have anything written. I wish I could look past this camera and see a teleprompter. I'm just a man that's watching this television.
Hey, see, Hill Gabe is gone again. He said, fuck this shit and left.
And very saddened because these Republicans keep bringing up this Constitution and wonder, or maybe they don't, why blacks cannot see that being any party that they'd want to attend. Because the Constitution did not help us at all. So yes, I do believe in constitutional law. But I don't think the Jews would let you hearken back to the days of when Hitler was in power in Germany and the good times they had before the gas baths. Yet Republicans love hearkening back to the days when blacks were serving the tea. When the Tea Party really didn't include us. When blacks weren't even considered a whole person. When the rights, the inalienable rights of white people were only inalienable by other whites. Because blacks, you can alienate the hell out of theirs.
Gabe, I don't know if your rude ass is still watching, but none of you said if Gabe is going to be a bad guy, he needs a new handle because the gift of Gabester ain't going to work. So, sir, you have to change your name as well. We in creative will be thinking of something, none of you.
We had to watch our children be raped and killed just to keep us in line. We had to watch our families be separated, starved to death, made to work to death, and fed a religion that wasn't theirs. And I listened to Rand Paul, and I listened to Paul Ryan. Paul Ryan did a great job of speaking. Although he lied his ass off on a couple of points, did a good job of speaking. The problem was, they talked about some things that were foreign and alien to blacks. They talked about things that had nothing to do with us. As a matter of fact, they had everything to do against us. Republicans?
Pretty much. What I'm getting from this is he's saying it's easy for Democrats to get black people's vote because Republicans don't include us. And Democrats know it, and so they can just promise shit while never actually having to deliver on the shit that they promise. Remember, the people were outraged at Ice Cube for what he tried to go out and accomplish and say we should ask for before backing this damn president. He was ridiculed for it. But if you look 2 years later, the man was right, because what the fuck has Biden done for black people? But he was out here calling for black people to vote in droves. You had black women out here saying they the reason Trump got ousted. So if they're the reason black women, black people in general, were the reason that Biden is in office, why haven't we gotten anything for putting him in office? You got an answer for me, man?
Yeah. Hold on. I'm back. Which code? That kind of puzzles me too, because through the whole Trump era, you know what I'm saying, the 4 years, all we was hearing was we should be scared of Proud Boys this, Proud Boys that, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you already know that this is a white nation, and then you want to sit there and hold credit as far as you the one taking out, if you knew exactly the politics and what this election meant to this country and to the world, why would you want to hold that hot potato as far as you gotten somebody who could have kept things peaceful like he did for 4 years, no wars, no this, no that, you know what I'm saying, to giving it over to this? Don't you think white people are going to be even more infuriated that, you know what I'm saying, you handed their country over the way they did? I mean, I'm expecting backlash from this when the shit finally hit the fan.
Well, sir, first of all, the black people got Trump voted out is a damn myth. There's more white people in this country than black people, so yeah, that's a myth.
But on video, we have these women saying, twerking, all kind of shit in Washington, D.C. that they got this man out. So still, that's like somebody else shot that motherfucker, but you claiming that shit. You know what I'm saying? Stupid. Crazy. And it's like they wasn't looking at none of that. They wasn't looking at the back shit. They wasn't looking at what everybody else was telling them, the gas, the, you know what I'm saying, the, what's the name of that thing? The thing that controlled the economy, the federal
Son of a
reserve.
bitch, I was on mute the whole damn time. I was saying that's a great question, and I said it's like the shit is imprinted in our DNA to be Democrat, like it's imprinted in our DNA to be Christian as opposed to Muslim. I don't know why, it just is.
I saw
And
the
then
effects.
when you get older and you want to venture out into something else, the black people look at you crazy. Like, wait a minute, you can't do that. We supposed to be Democrat. No, you supposed to be Christian. You can't be Muslim. You can't be Jewish. You're supposed to be Christian.
And actually, I think that's what it meant this time too. I think we're about to become a Muslim nation.
I
That's
don't
my
think
prediction.
so. We're not going for this shit.
Think about everything they're doing. They closing
We
in
ain't,
on
we ain't,
things
go,
slowly.
we ain't going for this shit.
I told PMP that months before it happened. The next thing you know, you look up in Canada, they up there burning down the churches.
I'm ready for jihad. We ain't going. They let them come to America with that shit. Every church they burn down, we're gonna burn down a mosque. We ain't going. Nigga, you remember what happened you remember what happened after 9/11? We was on teams whooping Arabs. We was on teams looking at them sideways. They better not say nothing in the corner store. We wasn't going. They can try this shit in Canada. It's Canada, sir. We ain't going over here. Canada is diverse like a motherfucker.
I don't know, but if you already got your auto defense manipulated, which we've been to save you throughout history on everything, and they see that too. You know what I'm saying? But if you keep the savior, you know what I'm saying, manipulated long enough, it'll be too late for them to respond.
Ooh, Jerry said, well, let's not forget how black men were ridiculed by their own women for voting Republican. Ooh. Truth!
Hold on. Hey, Mark Adams, that's a good one, man, because the number one endorser for Jesse Jackson back then was Donald Trump.
How long you been a Democrat, True?
How you know I'm a Democrat?
You just because you from the South and you strike me as a Democrat.
You know what?
She's staying quiet right now.
You know, I just don't. You know, when you discuss politics,
you have freedom of speech, woman. Use it.
Go ahead, man. Cause I ain't heard you talk this much in decades. Go.
No flame.
The general hit a topic that, you know what I'm saying, that plays my piano, you know what I'm saying. So no, I wanted you to actually speak, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we just assumed that you were Democrat and stuff because of the things that we were saying. Most times Democrats were, oh gosh, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Well, I am. I mean, you know.
I assume most black people are Democrats until they tell me otherwise.
Oh yeah.
Actually, till they start really seeing some hardcore facts, you know what I'm saying, that ain't manipulated or put on to you by somebody's opinion on how they feel.
Mm.
Well, I'm neither party. I'm not a Republican nor a Democrat.
Why am I not surprised?
It depends on what this new Republican
They both
Party.
full of shit.
But the thing about it is, though, Trey, just because you may be one party or the other, don't mean you have to vote strictly that way.
But that's typically what you do when you're one party.
Well,
Otherwise, you wouldn't claim them.
That's true. That's true.
I
Like,
mean,
like it was people last election saying vote all blue. They had like a whole fucking slogan. And I was like, all blue. So you don't give a fuck what all blue is talking about. I was like, you do realize somebody on the red side could be saying, I'm gonna give black people $1 million as reparations, and you just ignored it because you want to vote all blue.
we did that. The man asked us, what do we need? We told him to kiss our ass. I mean, for real. That's basically what we did when we tore up the fucking streets and shit. He sat up there and asked us what we needed. He sat there and told us that the money that was going to these Indians right now, that they wasn't even the real Indians. Who the hell you think the real Indians are?
Mm.
See, Money Boy, why you trying to get me started, man? I was on
Because he like to
vacation doing my
trigger.
artwork.
He like to trigger people, man.
Y'all said, man, now, goddamn it, y'all done told me for months. Let's get back to the old shit. Let's do. Here we go. Now you saying why you trying to get me started? This what you wanted.
That is true, and this is about the right time because in a couple of weeks there's a
It's the
very important
primary
election.
season. Primary season. That's
It's the
why
media.
BLK did that weak ass app. No voting, no fucking.
This is heaven or hell election for real. The last one we playing it close. Now they in the fucking door. What are we gonna do?
I'm trying to see what candidate that the Republicans are going to put forth. They really, it's so easy to get Biden out the office right now. They could put anybody up and they're going to win. I want to see who they're going to put up, though.
It's gonna be a Trojan horse and it's gonna be a flipper. You know what I'm saying? They got
People are disappointed in Sleepy Joe, and we can't take another 4 years of this nigga nodding off and forgetting shit.
4 years. I'm thinking he's gonna get locked up by next summer. This
nigga
die.
falling off.
He gonna die in prison.
He riding his bike. He falling off the motherfucking shit. Now, man, none of these ex-presidents are going to jail. It's just, I wish people would stop. They ain't going to jail.
I mean,
That's one of
we don't know
perks
what's
of
out.
being the president or ex-president. You ain't going to jail for shit.
I don't put that kind of energy out there because we still don't understand that we are the people. We have the power. With all the evidence that I've seen, if everybody else seen that shit, that it'll be protests all the way to Washington D.C. to get him out.
Sir, we don't have the power to make the DA or anybody in charge.
Did you see what happened in Sri Lanka? What was it, about 6 months ago when they raided the president's and forced him to resign?
Do you see what happened when they tried this shit on the Capitol? It ain't gonna happen. That still was the people trying to speak out, but there still was the people.
That was a setup.
It didn't work. Okay, well, the scene that you got, the imagery that you got from it was it didn't work, and all these people are being charged.
Yeah, they being charged falsely because we won't stand up as a people and call this stuff out. We sitting here listening to these news people. Oh, it was this, it was that, looking at HBO specials and shit, trying to get your facts instead of really looking at it.
These people ain't going to jail, man.
Don't forget, I pull up Senate floors and Congress floors and stuff. We can sit here and listen to these people talking, and the shit is dead wrong.
The two presidents have been impeached. They ain't served no jail time. Nixon broke the law, didn't serve no jail time. That nigga got to resign. Like they're not going to jail ever. They can do what the fuck they want to. That's one of the perks of being in the highest landed office. And guess what? On the slim chance they do go to jail, you know what's going to happen? They're going to get a presidential pardon. A president doing another president a favor.
Well, I'm still praying that Trump go. I'm sorry.
Ain't gonna happen. Not gonna happen. That's why he's so cocky. He know he ain't going to jail.
He's definitely not, because it ain't nothing against him. They keep trying to pull up.
And if they bring him up on some charges, it's gonna be some shit that's gonna, goddamn it, he gonna be acquitted of some bullshit.
Man, he did tax evasion, this and that. He used the loopholes that damn Obama put in place. The same ones those other motherfuckers using. And then came up $700 short of what he should be paying. This is a millionaire who had his math down to a $700 that he owed.
Yep. That's what the
They
accountants are
fucking with
for.
him for no reason.
And that's what all those bankruptcies and shit taught him as well. You learn shit.
Truth, tag in.
Oh, it's still some more. Go ahead.
You know, like I said, I be real careful when it comes to politics and religion when I speak on panels. I just be a whole lot of. And this shit is just, it's overwhelming sometimes, you know. I know not for a lot of people, but for me, because I overthink shit.
That's a good thing, though.
Well, so it is most of the time, MoneyBoy, but not all the time. Not all the time. It could be quite consuming. It is what it is.
I want to say you're out of touch. But truly, I think most of you are in touch. You're in touch with your inner racism. You're in touch with your inner Klansman. Do I believe all Republicans are racist? Not at all. Do I believe that your leadership does not care one iota about blacks? And then Michael Steele.
Small period.
Bruh. I don't mean to get too political, because the bad part is my people, the people who I'm trying to represent, they care nothing about politics. They'll probably thumbs down this video because they just mad at me. Truth is not something we want to really discuss in the black community. Facts.
I got $1 cash app that told me, please vote. Thank you for the cash app. Hit that cash app, y'all.
You better run them donations, baby. Run them donations, baby. Run them donations, baby.
They're not things we want to talk about. We want to talk about Lil Wayne. My prayer, my hope, my dream is that I don't speak to a camera and feel alone. My prayer is that the next time I speak into a camera and I'm speaking about politics and I'm speaking about history and I'm speaking about constitution and constitutionality and constitutional law, that my fellow black Americans will understand every word that proceedeth from my mouth. And it will be like sweet nectar to their ears. And they too will want to pass it down to their children. My people suffer because of their lack of knowledge. The Republicans, you showed your hand. And your hand is lily white. And you like it that way. America, the hypocritical. You wonder why we don't vote Republican? Keep referring to the Constitution the way that you refer to it back in its infantile stage. Keep referring to how great the country was when it was actually at its worst. Keep referring to how you want to go and liberate other nations while you still have yet to liberate the blacks who live within your borders, within your shore, from sea to shine.
You caught that, you caught that, Urban. I show like, this nigga go biblical on these people. Okay, then.
See.
Truth, I'm going to trigger you right after this. I'm gonna trigger you right after this. See, this is what I do. Cause I like to draw y'all in and be like, I like Tommy. They're finna have you rethink your whole life. But he not lying though.
Your whole life, the fuck.
He gonna trigger you because you on the panel and you gonna be able to say what the fuck. But he gonna trigger all the women that are in the chat are about to be triggered too. This is y'all trigger warning.
Well,
it's still too. Because that's the OG, and that's what I went through with him. I was like, whoa.
Okay. All right.
Then I took whoa, and I was like, this nigga ain't lying. You can't be mad at the truth.
I didn't go through all that because I
A
always
lot of
stayed an
people get
open
mad at the
mind.
truth.
Well, see, the reason I went through it with him is because when I first encountered Tommy's message, I was in my the black woman is God pro black phase. So
Oh,
to
okay.
hear the
So
shit,
you
so
wait a minute, you it. So you mean to tell me he changed you on that? Like his
oh no, he didn't change me. That's just the phase of life I was in.
so you're not
But that's the phase. So I couldn't listen to him because that's the phase of life I was in.
so what
And
made you come out of that phase then?
facts.
Life. You gotta say life past experiences.
Okay, all right. I get it because
Looking at the reality around me, looking at several stories and shit, and just was like, ooh,
I mean,
well, I
think
get it
about
with
it.
yeah,
you because you told me your story about how what changed you against believing in God and things of that nature. So you pretty much let life teach you like you can have a belief on something and then life happens and then you can switch it up. Is that what you're saying?
yes,
Wow.
yes.
Okay. Okay.
No,
I
no,
learned from life
no. Like
experiences.
she set you up. She hit you with a quiet sleeper.
That
I
ain't,
mean,
I ain't set up. Life
I was trying
teaches
to.
you things.
I mean, life teaches you things, but the way you answered it for how she asked it, basically, she just said you just easily brainwashed.
That's
No,
fine.
man. No, man.
Like
I,
so life can just change you
no,
just like that.
no.
Yes, my life experiences can change me. Absolutely.
Life
I
It's
mean,
supposed to.
I
listen,
know what
life
she meant. I was just
experiences
trying to
can
get something
change a
going.
lot of people. It can. It actually really can. Because to be honest, I went through here not recently, where I was questioning God. Not proud of it. Really don't want to go back there, but I did. I went through a phase. I'm saying life can hit you hard, and it can, change your views and on things. I didn't do it like to say he.
But
I don't
go
brainwash.
go
Not so much, man. Not so much.
go go check out my House of Madness page. There's a lot of
Oh, I
teachings up there,
absolutely will. I have
and
started.
I'm dropping some more later on, probably right after this. Try to get between both of y'all and stuff. Shit,
Yeah,
you
I've
might
been trying. I've been trying to catch up on you, but that's why every time I see you, I say, "Mad? Are you mad?"
always mad.
I know. But yeah, I didn't mean it
But
like to say
but
that he. I'm gonna go into that a little bit later and
No,
explain.
no, she doing it to say that I'm gonna end up being back on God. That's what she trying to do. That's what
but
she trying to. It's not gonna
but
happen.
but for me, coming from the same direction, black woman is God. You know what I'm saying? The pyramids. You know what I'm saying? We the first this. We the first that. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a blindsiding move to your mind. You know what I'm saying? Because when you start to look at that stuff, and then you look around yourself, what the hell are we doing right now? We
Oh,
talking about
that's
motherfuckers who did we talking about motherfuckers who did shit 2,000 years ago and shit like that. And still we got a lot of freedom in this country. We do a bunch of fucking complaining and haven't built shit.
mm, mm,
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things kind of wake you up as you evolve in life. You know what I'm
mm.
saying? I went through the Christian stuff, you know what I'm saying? I quit it early before I even knew anything. Something just didn't feel right naturally. It's like this don't even feel right. And then as I got older, the more knowledge that I started getting and I started seeing what I already knew to what I was finding is like, hold on, there's a lot of things missing. So it's like you get more understanding as life go on.
Of course, well, you're supposed to. You're supposed to act. You're supposed to learn. You're supposed to get more understanding. But in getting that understanding, things do become a little complex as you get older. They get a little complex.
Not necessarily, not if you always constantly keep your mind open. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Anything is possible. When you think about how we got to where we got to, we got
Mm,
through a lot. We got to this point, you know what I'm saying, off a lot of bullshit that they created. We
that's
never
fact.
went we never went to go search for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? They laugh at these African people and stuff like that, as far as the black woman is God and stuff like that. But they getting a teaching in life that you don't have yet. You know
And
what
the
I'm
thing
saying?
about it is, I think as parents, not just us, but our parents and their parents, I think that we rely too much on the school system to teach the Black history. And the thing about it is, they don't teach it. Like, they don't teach what they teach is what they choose for us to know. You have to go deeper in the school system. You really have to go deeper. They're not gonna give you that raw, real stuff. It's a lot of facts that you find out outside of just going to school and saying, "Oh, I took Black history." It's not gonna work.
If you took actual Black history, we'll have less Christians in this country.
Well,
and that's not a shot. You know what I'm saying? That's the actual truth once you know the roots. You know what I'm saying? You're like, these motherfuckers lied to us. Y'all should be upset how I was upset. I was ready to smack the hell out of Caucasians. You know what I'm saying?
See, he's still mad.
Yeah.
I'm mad militant, but you know what I'm saying? I'm more wiser. You know what I'm saying? You can't be the same.
Will you be donating to the FDMG Academy?
If I knew that he was actually going to finish it, I would. But at this
he
point,
got the HVAC, G.
It took 3 years. The hell?
Well, it's not installed. It was just sitting on the flatbeds, and they took it off the flatbeds and just put it on the ground. And he ain't got no security or no fence. So yeah, but he did order he ordered the HVAC.
I think I remember seeing that a year or 2 years ago.
No, this is new. This here is new. Did you know he's stealing electricity at the school? Like Umar is a whole nigga.
He is pimping. Where's all the money going?
He's stealing electricity. He got 6 degrees and he's stealing electricity. It shit is ridiculous.
Do he know? Do he realize that he could have took that same money and started up the same academy online?
My nigga could have built a state-of-the-art campus. He could have built a state-of-the-art campus from the ground up for that type of money. Because he's not doing all ages. It's pretty much a fucking elementary school anyway. He could have built an elementary school with what he paid for the school.
This was not just a school, it's a campus. It's a whole campus.
I gotta order something just because it's Prime Day. I got one more day of early access. I gotta order something. Donations. Gifts. Yeah, fuck it. Let's get triggered, y'all. The name of this video is Black Women, Please Stop Treating Your Pussy Like a Trash Can. Let's get it. Do we ride on our enemies?
What up, everybody? It's your boy Tommy Sotomayor coming at you live, wearing my Black Boys Rock shirt. You want to get one, go to yourworldmyviews.com. Pick up one of several type shirts we can have there that can let you be a part of the loyal following. Now, I want to talk about something, and I know it's probably going to offend some people, but don't get offended unless I'm lying. On all my videos, y'all get offended, but no one says I'm lying. They just get offended that I would say it. How dare you say this? I got to say something, though, to Black women. Stop treating your pussy like a trash can, like a trash dump. And you ask me, why do I say this? Let me throw a few stats out there to you. Over 70% of all Black children are born to single parents. Over 60% of those women who have one child have two by two different men, not even by the same cat. 60%. So what that means is not only are you fucking one man recklessly, but you fucking several men recklessly. So if you have several kids by several men, whose fault is that? Because you don't have several rings and several marriages. You just got several kids. So what that means is you treating your pussy like a garbage can. And this is how. Because every day I look on YouTube, Facebook, and somewhere I see Black women complaining that Black men don't take care of their kids. And I can agree. I won't argue with you. Unlike black women, black men typically don't argue facts. But when you say black men don't take care of their kids, and you got two babies, you know how many women I know that have 2 and 3 babies daddy and say all 3 of their babies daddies ain't shit? If you got 3 babies daddies that ain't shit, don't that mean you ain't shit because you chose them? I mean, if a coach picks a bunch of players, or GM in a sports team picks a bunch of players, and the team sucks, do you know who they fired? The GM, because he picked them. So ladies, you are the GM of the team.
Good morning, Kay. No, the word that we gonna say pussy today. Pussy. It's raunchy. Truth.
So is this supposed to be the trigger?
Yeah. Tony back there. Tony back there clapping.
No, Tony had to go take his MRI results. But listen,
He
let me
left.
say this. So far, what he said right there doesn't trigger me.
Oh, it's some people getting triggered. If somebody said he a fraud.
I get it, but doesn't trigger me because he's actually, sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And with him on this, he's actually telling the truth.
We got this only happens with black women. Don't get lost. Don't get lost in that pod, Cold Pepsi. Don't get lost in it. Just listen.
No. And I don't know if he's saying it only happens with black women, but it's not true.
No, he gave statistics of black women. He didn't say only with. He just gave the statistics of black women doing it.
Okay, well,
having more than one child.
Well, I don't know if I'm a good candidate to be triggered, to be honest, unless he goes into something just like weird. Because
it's 9 more minutes, and I've never heard this. Just like I didn't hear the last one. I had no idea where it was going. See, because this is from a channel called Sotomayor Classic, so all these videos are like 8 to 10 years old.
I think I was watching that one last week. Sounds familiar. I had him on play. Man, where he at, man? We missed this, man.
I don't know. I'm going to email the OG later on today. And if he don't respond, I'm going to text him.
I might send him a damn donation. Old time.
Donations. Gifts.
I think sometimes
that's called.
You said who?
I think sometimes with some men, and I'm not, with him, I don't know a whole lot about this dude. I mean, I've heard his name and some of the things I don't know a whole lot about him, but I think with him, he could be telling a lot of truths about some things, but I think what it is he say things for shock value. I think he actually likes people to come at him or for him or whatever. Just let's listen.
I think he actually is trying to help wake your mind up of what we.
I get that, but like I said,
we see become normal.
I get that, but like I said, it's not what you say, it's how you say it or how you do it. It's not
I mean, you have to say it that way. That's what attracts us right now. We used to people look at what we do all day online, cuss and argue. You know what I'm saying? So what else is the best way to get your attention?
I don't know if just speaking reckless is always the way, because I've been told, and recently I was told this, that sometimes I can have a good message, but it's the way I come across with that message. So it's not. I don't think that's always true.
That mean the message ain't meant for that person. If they get offended by it offended them, and it ain't meant for them. You know what I'm saying? Because they sit up there and watch pastors on Sunday get all emotional, and all kind of stuff. And you know what I'm saying? And nothing is said. You know what I'm saying? They don't get offended.
I'm sorry if y'all hear thunder, but we having a good old thunderstorm right now, so I apologize.
Boy, Trey, boy, you getting me warm early, boy. I'm telling you, boy.
Yeah, he triggering early.
Yeah, buddy.
That's what y'all came for.
Well, actually,
I'm emailing him right now, so y'all talk.
Well, no, I think when it hits home, I think that's when people mostly get in their feelings. You know what I'm saying? Just like if your mom tell you something and that you don't like, you're gonna get in your feelings. You ain't gonna show it. You know what I'm saying? But you get around the corner, you're pouting. You know what I'm saying? But it's the same thing.
Maybe
now you're older, you can express yourself.
Yeah, because maybe right now he's triggering some women, but like I say, right now he's not triggering me. Right now.
Oh, there's still 9 minutes though. Everybody said there's still 9 minutes.
Okay. All right.
But as you see, it was a couple women in there like, motherfucker.
Your life. And the field they playing on is your pussy. And most of y'all are letting people just wreck and run roughshod over your pussy. Then you want people to feel sorry for the decision you made of who would play on the field, i.e. your pussy. You are the GM of this team. You put these niggas on your field. They fucked it up, and you don't want to be fired. You don't want any blame. You don't want any accountability. You want to blame it on them. That's the problem. You treat your pussy like a garbage can. Everybody get to dump up in it. Then you say, oh, these download men are giving us STDs. No, it's because you're whores. And how can we say you're whores? Because when you can have 60% of the women who have children have kids by multiple men, think about it. Every one of you know at least 2 black women in your personal life that you can touch, that you can talk to, that have 2 kids by 2 different men. Now think about that. Make that make sense in your head. Now, if you keep picking niggas that ain't shit and your baby's daddies ain't shit, shouldn't that be an embarrassment to you? I would be embarrassed to say I went to 2 separate car dealerships and picked 2 lemons and paid money for it. But black women don't have any shame. They don't have any shame. They have no problem telling you that their baby's daddies ain't shit. I've had women tell me on the first date, oh, you ain't got to worry about no baby daddies drama with me because my baby daddies ain't in their life. And say it with a big smile on their face. Even if you look at that bitch when she was talking about Floyd Mayweather. What did she say about Floyd Mayweather? I hate to admit, but he's a good father. Why do you hate to admit that? That's some stupid shit to hate to admit, you dumb bitch. But anyway, you're treating your pussy like it's a garbage can. And you let everybody just dump up in it. And then whatever happens from it, you blame everyone else but yourself. When's the last time you heard a black woman blame herself for picking a nigga that wasn't shit? No, she picked a nigga that wasn't shit. She say, this nigga ain't shit. As if he was shit before the baby came. Let me tell you something. Y'all tell me if I'm lying. Please don't cuss me out. Don't call me names. Don't call me Uncle Tom. Tell me I'm lying. Most of the time when a black child is conceived, before that black child is born, the 2 people who conceived it don't even speak. Aren't even in a relationship, don't like each other. From the time of conception.
Ouch. That hits home. I have personal experience with this.
Well, let me say this. Okay. And I know I'm going to get a little backlash. And that's cool. That's cool. He's very disrespectful, but
How? What did he say disrespectful?
He's very disrespectful, but
how? Can you explain that part?
Because he is. Like I say, you can say shit. This is what you can say. Like, why you gotta do be a dumb hoe or a dumb bitch? But anyway, it's cool. Cause see, like I said, I'm still not triggered. But listen. So I agree with him that a lot of women don't value their coochie. I do. I agree with that. It's just fair game. They treat it like trash. Let's just say that. Let's just go with his words and say they treat their coochie like trash. Okay, well, so what does that say? Because see, this man right here, I get that he likes to hold the women accountable, right? So you treat them like trash. They treat the coochie like trash, right? But what about the men that's indulging in that trash? What does that say? And I'm not taking no responsibility off the woman, because to me, it's up to you to honor thyself, right?
Oh, so, Truth, I got you. Truth, tonight we gonna do black men. It's all your fault. He definitely what you just asked. He explains later on tonight. This is what we're gonna do tonight.
So let me finish. So the women treat their coochies like trash. The men are, definitely indulging in the trash. They are going to the trash. So what they say about the men, and my thing is this though, and I might be getting a little ahead of myself, but my thing is this. Like I used to teach my son, if you meet a woman and she's got 4 babies and 4 baby daddies, you may want to rethink that one. If you meet a woman and she's got 4 kids and don't have custody of neither one of them, you may want to rethink that one. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, blame the woman for her decisions, but the thing about it is these men are still fucking with these women.
Yes, we still getting with them, knowing what they come with.
That's
Same,
right.
yeah, vice versa.
The thing about it is it's really up to the woman as far as when it comes to your body, what you choose to do and what you choose to take. But let's not just see. I'm all about accountability. So it's accountability on both parts. And what about these women that's saying, well, my baby dad ain't shit. Okay, true, you chose that man. You chose that man to have a baby with. But that does not negate the fact that that man ain't doing what the hell he's supposed to be doing.
Yeah, you could get a pass on the first one, but if you got an experience with one dude that baby dad ain't shit, why would you go reproduce immediately after that?
Well, first of all, another thing that he said is true, and I gotta agree with him on. A lot of women lay down and have babies with men they don't know. They don't have conversations. They don't have a relationship. They don't know the history. They don't know that he got other. Some of them don't know that he got other kids running around that he ain't taking care of. All they're thinking about is in the moment. But see,
They
like I
don't
tell
know if he
my
vote.
daughter, my daughter, when you lay down with a man and a baby is conceived, see, every time you lay down, even though you know you may not want it, every time you lay down with a man, you got to think about the fact that you may become pregnant. So, in saying that, when you lay down with a man, you might want to know as much as you can about that man. And me, people can still hide shit. Hell, people can hide shit for years. For years. But when you decide to lay down, people don't think about that. When you decide as a woman to lay down with a man, it's the possibility, unless you got, other things going on, it's possibility that you may become pregnant and you may be stuck with dealing with that man for at least 18 years. Men don't think about that either. It goes both ways.
That's why I'm gonna do. That's why I'm gonna do tonight. The man is a genius. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't know about all that now. I ain't
Well,
going there.
this questions you just asked, and you said that men got to take accountability. He did like a 3-part series on saying men, it's your fault, and having men take accountability.
I'm down for it. I'm here for it
And
because
he asked the same questions you did. Like, well, hold up, like this woman got 4 kids by 4 niggas, and you still go be the 5th one. Well, he goes
exactly.
into all of that. That's what we're gonna do tonight.
And just to let you know, he has more women supporters than men.
And I get it. And that goes the same as for a woman. Like if you meet a man and you do know he got 4 or 5 kids by 4 or 5 different women, and you know that he's not taking care of those kids, you think you're gonna lay down and have a kid and he gonna treat you differently? He gonna take care of yours?
Especially if you ain't married.
Especially. And that's the thing. Like it's just common sense. Like we all make mistakes. I don't understand how 4 and 5 mistakes is just possible, but it
it happens.
it happens.
Like,
Absolutely
we
happens.
see it in real life, so we know it happens.
Truth. I got one for you. I know
Let's
a
go.
chick. I know a chick whose first baby daddy and the first her youngest and her oldest kid have the same baby daddy, and she has 6.
I've seen that too. I've seen that too.
It's like, how do you get back with them
I've
4
seen
kids
that too.
later? What the fuck?
And let's go a little bit further and say, and I don't know the situation. I'm asking. With the first baby, did he do anything for the first baby? Did he take care of the first baby? Huh?
No, not really.
Yeah, right. And then you turn around, you have 5 in between or 4 in between, and then you turn around and go right back to the nothing, baby.
Mm,
Like,
oh,
I'm not saying the shit is
it
cool.
ain't
I'm
funny.
absolutely not.
It ain't funny, but it's funny. Like, what the fuck is
Yeah,
she?
it's not funny when it comes to those kids. It's not funny when it comes to, oh, I'm sorry, y'all. It's not funny when it comes to the children, because let's just be clear. Decisions we make as grown people affect our kids more than affect us when we make fucked up decisions. And I can stand in that. Like, really, honestly. The decisions we make when we decide to have kids and bring kids here, our decisions a lot of time affect the kids. There's no way in this world, and that's just me, that I'm gonna have one child by you. Well, I can't really speak from experience because all of my kids, I have 3. They all by my ex-husband, same man. But I know as a woman, there's no way in this world that I'm gonna have one child by you. You don't do the right thing by that one child. I leave you and have children with other men, and then I turn back around and have another child with you. That's not. I don't get that. I don't get that.
Yeah, that one's always perplexed me too. That one, you have multiple babies with the ain't shit nigga.
The game ain't fair.
Back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
We got, what is it? See, got about 6 more minutes left. You got what time you going live?
Actually, I'm not doing a regular live today because Tony came home from the doctor and said, pack a bag. So, yeah, pack a bag. Well, he ain't putting me out, Trey. Ah!
I already know it's freaking vacation time. I know.
It's just, no, we just going. I don't even know where we're going, but it can't be too far because it's just for today and tomorrow. But whenever I get where I'm going, then I may go live or whatever. But I can't schedule it because I don't know the time frame.
Freaking vacation time. Hey.
To the time of birth, they have broken up. They can't stand each other. How do you let that man get you pregnant? See, black women, if you were telling me my husband walked out on me, my husband isn't paying child support, my husband is a deadbeat, then I would have some respect and say you're not treating your pussy like a trash can. But that's not what most of you are saying. Most of you are saying the nigga that you met at the club that got you pregnant, that you had to track down 3 or 4 niggas to make sure he was the one who got you pregnant, is a deadbeat. Have you ever noticed when you watch either Jerry Springer or Maury Povich, the black woman always says, I'm 1,000% sure it's his. And then when it don't be his, she get to crying and the crowd is still sympathetic towards her. And she'll say, oh, well, if it ain't his, I know who it is now. And then she'll have that nigga on the next show. And then they'll bring him out and the crowd will boo him saying he a deadbeat. Bitch, you didn't even know it was his. But you still get sympathy. How does this work? Black women are the Teflon dons of ding-dongs. They can do whatever they want to them and get no repercussions. You're treating your pussy like a trash can. Stop fucking these niggas random. Think about how many people say niggas in Atlanta are gay and on the down low. I don't have no problem getting no pussy and not wearing no condom, no. What does that tell you? If you believe all men ain't shit, then why would you, and they gay, why would you fuck any man in Atlanta, sorry, with no condom? Why? But they do it because they know they don't get no blame for anything they do. So they treat their pussy like a trash can. Come one, come all, just dump the shit in there.
We got anything? If not, I'll hit play.
Go ahead.
DJ went the fuck off.
It sounded like it was one of them nights again.
He went the fuck off. Oh my God. But he did it live.
True don't realize this is gonna be your number 1 comedian when you come back. All night long, man.
I hate to bring this. I hate to bring this in. I hate to bring this nigga name up, but that's what Bodak running around here preaching, that all these men are on the down low.
Who?
Yeah, it's not. I'm not gonna say it twice, sir. Yeah, it was this guy that. Yeah, it's this guy, but yeah, that's literally the message he's running around here preaching, and niggas is still fucking. So if he telling the truth, people ain't heeding his warning. I'm just saying.
Mm.
I hated to have to tie him into that, but it just brought me to that moment right then.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Get up and take away the trash, and we'll replace the can. Well, your body's the can, you dumb bitch, and it can't be replaced that easily because it won't be replaced the bag. They'll just throw the can away, and they'll replace it with another one once it gets filthy enough. And that's what's happening to most of you. You're treating the pussy like a trash can. You let every nigga you meet dump up in it. Are you that desperate for a baby? Are you that desperate for the fact that why the fuck is it so many of us black people are fucking so reckless? Seriously. Especially the women, because the women are calling out the men. If the men will,
I have definitely fucked recklessly in my life. That's what I'm saying. I'm included in the shit, man. I'm not offended because, yeah, I'm included in the shit, and I can't be offended at nothing he's saying. I could just be like, yep, I partook in that fuck shit.
Well, I haven't, and I ain't offended. I'm just, like I say, it. Sometimes it's not the message, it's how you deliver it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that's a cop out.
Not no damn cop out. It's the truth.
So
if I said it all nice and preachy, it wouldn't be received.
Said you had to say it all nice and preachy. Ain't nobody said
it wouldn't be received that way though.
You gotta have a cute little lava lamp in front of you and stuff with, you know what I'm saying, like Kevin Samuels and shit.
Well, Kevin Samuels' message wasn't received.
That's just like a man knocking a woman upside the head and said, "I did it because I love you." I'm sorry. Not gonna work for me.
Oh no, I ain't saying I'm cussing you out because I love you. If I'm cussing you out, it's because you done pissed me the fuck off. It ain't got nothing to do with love.
Oh God.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with love, correction, and none of that. You done pissed me the fuck off, and in that moment, I'm a human, and I'm cussing you the fuck out.
Love come afterwards.
About these women, then I would jump on them. I would say, how y'all gonna call these women all sluts and whores and you keep fucking them? That's not right. But y'all keep calling these men dogs, but you keep fucking them. And you don't even make them put a condom on. You fuck them with no condom, you reproduce with them. If you got more than one baby's daddy that ain't shit, that means you ain't shit. How can you are the only variable that stays in there. You're the only one. Everything else changes. Everything else is changing. Your men changed, where you met him changed that, what he looked like changed, how old he was, how much money he had, all this shit changed. The only thing that stayed the same is you. Yet you get no blame for it. Why is that? It's amazing, isn't it? Because you like treating the pussy like a trash can. Everybody can dump up in you. And whatever happens, happens. If you catch AIDS, it's his fault. If you get a baby...
Did I hear Paul?
Did you hear what?
I thought I heard pause.
Oh, I might have
It's his fault.
Oh, you said, huh?
Mm-hmm.
If you get crabs, it's his fault. A nigga walk around and get herpes from a bitch, we shut the fuck up because we know it's our fault for fucking her with no condom. It ain't her fault for not telling me she didn't have nothing. All I had to do was protect myself. It is not somebody else's job to protect my body. But black women treat their body like a trash can. Anything goes in that bitch. Tell me I'm lying. I ain't the only one. I'm just the only one telling the fucking truth. You ain't gotta beg a woman to not wear a condom. You don't have to beg a black woman to not wear a condom. She'll put you in while you playing around. Shut up in there. Here you go, buddy. Bitch, you got several kids. How did I get in here? Then I'm a deadbeat. You did not know me. Then how do you sleep with a man who's already going through court with another baby's mama? She's trying to get money from him. If she can't get no money from him, why do you think you can? Look.
Done to Marco, go. Oh, it was a lot to unpack in there. It was a lot to unpack. Oh my goodness. But yes, I think that was asked earlier. If he ain't taking care of that kid, what make you think he gonna take care of yours? That was it. Unless you married. Now, if y'all married and you happen to get pregnant, you would expect that he would treat his wife's child differently than just the random baby mama that he was dating and happened to get pregnant.
That's not right.
It's not, but you would expect that because you're the wife and y'all created this baby and...
No. No. People do expect it, but that's not right. It's not right. See, Trey, we're going to fall out behind this shit. You want to go there, we can go there. Because we already see what it's going to go. But I'm here
Hold on,
for it.
wait. Hold on. Wait. Let me play this for you, Truth. And we'll get into it. Petty.
All day long.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. I got maybe a good hour. Let's go.
Antonio Camari. You don't know how many women I know running around. Where's this one nigga got 9 kids? About 9 different women.
Wait, when you talking about again, when you talking about the previous comment I made, I just said it's reasonable expectation.
That is not a reasonable expectation for a man to have 5 outside kids, get married, have one with his wife, and him not treat them other kids the same. Don't do me.
No, I didn't. To that woman, it is. To everybody else in life, no. But that woman, if she's been dating him before she got married and she had a child with him, she got to see what type of relationship they had. Was he ever married to any of these women? Was he ever engaged to any of these women? What kind of relationship she has a gauge of all that before she says I do and gets pregnant by him. So I'm saying in her mind there's a reasonable expectation. Well, he didn't marry them other bitches, he married me, so
okay, well here's the kicker. That woman that married him, she should have paused. You know, when she met him and he had 5 different kids by 5 different women, and none of that shit was right. Like it was turmoil and it was chaos with those 5 women and those 5 kids. She should have called for pause. Like she should have paused and maybe thought about marrying him and having a baby for him. Because let me tell you something. Let me be blunt. Marriage and a marriage certificate don't change a man. The way he was before you marry him, ma'am, is the same way he's going to be after you marry. So you might want to think about the fact that you might be in that position one day. You may be in that exact, just because he married you, ma'am, don't mean that he won't treat you the same way he treated those other women and those other kids. And you and your child is off limits. See, you have to pay attention to that shit. It's gonna be cause for pause for me if I meet a man with 5 different baby mamas and 5 kids, and with every last one of them there was an issue. Just because he married you don't mean that issue is gonna go away. See, and that's where a lot of women go wrong. You know what I mean? Like that's what a lot of women. Oh well, he married me. So that makes me different. He's going to treat my child different. No. That's not how it works. And too many women have found that out the hard way. They're getting a prize because, oh, he married me. It's not a prize. And damn sure, a woman shouldn't be okay with a man marrying her and having a child with her and treating that child one way and treating the other kids another way. That's not cute. And it shouldn't be tolerated. And it shouldn't be praised. I don't give a fuck. Let's get into it.
Well, I didn't praise it. I said in that one, I'm putting. Oh, I know, but I just said with that woman, I could see how she would feel in that situation. Now, if she was the 6th baby mama, then she crazy as a motherfucker.
She is gonna be the 6th baby mama. She just gonna be the 6th baby mama with a wedding certificate, marriage certificate. That's all. She's definitely the 6th baby mama.
You know and that title comes with entitlement.
Baby mama status after a while. Yeah.
Well, you know that title comes with entitlement, so there's just That's why I said in her mind there's reasonable expectation that he
I
gonna
don't know.
do
Well,
this
not
different.
don't put that on all women. All women don't think like that, money boy.
I ain't put it on all. I was talking about a woman that may be married in this situation as opposed to the other baby mamas. A woman that got married to the guy.
You know.
She'll put you in while you.
Go ahead.
You know. Just go ahead. It's gonna get deep. Just go.
Tell me I'm lying. I ain't the only one. I'm just the only one telling the fucking truth. You ain't gotta beg a woman to not wear a condom. You don't have to beg a black woman to not wear a condom. She'll put you in while you playing around. Shove it up in there. Here you go, buddy. Bitch, you got several kids. How did I get in here? Then I'm a deadbeat. You did not know me. Then how do you sleep with a man who's already going through court with another baby's mama? She's trying to get money from him. If she can't get no money from him, why do you think you can? Look at Antonio Camari.
Scorpio lady said another thing. They love Section 8 women. This is true.
A lot of deadbeat men like Section 8 women because they ain't got to pay no damn rent or not a lot of it. And then the little bit the woman have to pay, they ain't paying that. The fuck?
Our little Ray and them will pay that $18 a month. They'll be mad about it and hold it over their head, but they pay it.
Child, bye. First of all, if I got to be in Section 8 and pay $18 a month, you definitely not finna lay your head there because I'm going to need you to get me about this Section 8. I'm going to need you to get me in my own shit. And if you can't do that, you're not finna lay up on my $18 a month. I can do bad all by myself. Fuck. Just saying.
But how did they get in that position?
Well, it's different reasons why women are put in that position. My thing is, I don't look down on women that has to, get assistance and things of that nature. Never will I do that. I've had friends that, but a lot of people take advantage of that, and it's supposed to be a stepping stone, not a way of living, but that's another topic. But my thing is this. If you're in that predicament, you have kids, you own assistance, you get assistance for housing, because guess what? I'm paying for the rest of your rent, ma'am. All right. So if you get in that position and you only have to pay $18 a month, and you get a man that want to lay up in your house under that $18 a month and not help you do better and get the fuck up out of the Section 8 house, then you're not finna lay up on me. You're not finna do that. You're not finna do that.
But don't that come from lack of home training when they was coming up?
Come from a lack of a lot of stuff. Come from a lack of a lot. You talking about as far as the woman having to get Section 8?
No, as far as her putting herself into that position, because putting yourself in that position and putting yourself
to have to have Section 8.
Let me finish. Yeah, to be in that position to get the Section 8. Yes, there's anything possible that can make you do that. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to the kids and stuff like that, if you get in Section 8 because you having numerous of kids, and still you were not equipped with the tools to help you get out that situation, even when you bring somebody up into the house, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on that we overlook when we look at that situation. Like the comment that I was seeing as far as you know what I'm saying? All we deal with is Section 8 women. We should be able to build with Section 8 women.
Yeah, but this is the thing though. We look at Section 8 as a bad thing, but this is the thing. Our women that's on Section 8 are not the same. Like we look at Section 8 as a bad thing. And like I said, Section 8 and other forms of assistance are put in place, or supposedly, you look at it that way, put in place to assist you and to help you do better, like help you so you can get yourself in a position to do better. Now, a lot of women take advantage of that, and they just live. Instead of it being a stepping stone, they use it as a way of living. Like I said, that's a whole other conversation.
They produce generations out there.
But the thing about it is, our women that's on Section 8 are not that lazy, just want to have babies, just want to live up and have babies and live off the government type female. That's not always the case. Some women actually do use that as a stepping stone, right? You know what I mean? And it's put out there to help. And let's just be clear, life happens. Life happens, And sometimes we all need a little help. You know what I mean? But the thing about it is, if you're getting that help, then you should take advantage of that. And what you should not do is let a man that's not willing to do his part and do what he's supposed to do to also take advantage of that. Because see, that help was given to you because of those kids. Let me be clear. A lot of shit that women get that have kids, you're not gonna get that shit if you single with no kids. You're not gonna get it. It's all about the kids, and it's all about helping you to take care of those kids and be able to provide for those kids. So when you let a nigga lay up on some assistance that you're getting to help you and your kids, to me, that's foul. That's foul. Cause
Definitely foul.
huh?
I said that's definitely foul.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Like, no, if I'm struggling, I'm already on Section 8 getting help, and I'm getting this help, and you want to come and lay up, and 9 times out of 10, let's just be honest, that man ain't helping paying now. They may get that Section 8, they may have $18 rent, he ain't paying that. They may have an electric bill, whatever bill they got. A lot of time, no men lay up on them women like that, and they don't do shit. They don't do shit. And it's sad to me because, like I said, a lot of decisions that we make as adults affect our kids. And me as a mother and a woman, I can stand in that shit. We all make mistakes. So I ain't here to judge nobody. You know, it's just that,
Judging is one thing, but we need solutions because we got generations of just broken homes. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
We talk about the boys, but those boys came from women too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That was in that same position, and we don't know their past. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if this was a fucked up mom or something who ran the men off. You know what I'm saying? I'm independent. I don't need no man and stuff because of the public assistance and stuff like that. And they constantly producing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? They having more kids out there with no real teaching or nothing, and then they end up having kids young, and now they out there with worse teaching. You know what I'm saying? It's like what's the solution to breaking the cycle?
That's tough.
That's what I was talking about. What was the last month when Nisha was on the panel?
Yeah, I remember
And
that.
it was like if we can get if the women and the men who's in control that's in the house can actually get control of the girls, have them think better from youth, we can start the domino effect of stopping this because then they're thinking more consciously. They're not just out there being promiscuous, if that's how you say the word. I'm using big words this morning. But
see, man, the thing about it is, and it's the same thing, the same issue I had when we talked about it the last time. I think, and I agree with you that, you know, women or girls need to be taught, you know, from a young age, you know, their worth, their value, what they should put up with, what they shouldn't. But the thing about it is, I don't see it as just teaching the girls. You got to teach the boys as well. See, I'm not that person that put everything on one sex just because, you know what I mean? I still feel like, yeah, you teach a girl.
I don't mean to put it on one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they are the controller, they the reproducer. You know what I'm saying? They the reproducer, so that's like the root. If the boys will be under control, the boys will be under control if the women are. You know what I'm saying? They're not showing off. They're not twerking at the head at the stoplight. You know what I'm saying? On the headlights and shit.
But they getting with those twerkers. The guys are.
Yeah,
True.
because don't you remember that saying that men typically go after women? It's like they mama.
I know the saying. Yeah. I don't think that. I think men fall in love with women is like they mom. I don't think they actually fuck. They because they fuck anything. Men will fuck anything.
But if they mama twerking and they wild and shit, they want a woman like that based off the saying, and that saying is out there because there's some truth to it. It's not 100%, but there's some truth to it.
I agree
Just
with
like they
Brandon.
say, Just like they say, if a man disrespect his mama, he'll disrespect you. That's the same thing. We pick the type. They one and the same.
Well, I absolutely think there's some truth to it because I know my tone remind me of my dad, and he said I remind him a lot of his mama. So it is some truth to it. It
What you
really
call,
is.
it's kind of like you could tie it in with what Ramlin saying. Teach boys not to fall for it. We
Right.
taught that automatic. Still, we end up falling for it. You know what I'm saying? You who ain't gonna fall for it if she don't wore a short dress and all that shit and damn
Y'all got to stop being so
no
weak to the.
noticing
You got
what
to
you
stop
call
being so
men are
weak to the
visual
coochie and the joints.
men are
That's
visual
but what
creatures.
that's literally what we're designed to be, though. We're designed to reproduce. We're designed to be attracted to the joints and to be weak to them.
But
If
why
we go
can't
to
you
the
be?
biblical
But why can't
story,
you be designed to not
I
only be
don't,
attracted to the coochie and the joints, but also the mind? Why it got to be just the coochie and the joints?
man, I don't
Because
know,
it's the
but
energy that the woman is putting out with it.
the woman has a lot of power over us that they've started to realize.
I
This
mean,
is
shit.
like even in the Bible, I hate to have to keep going back to the Adam and Eve, but she was because of the joints, she was able to persuade this nigga to do something he hadn't done prior to her being there.
Mm.
But that's why I said by design, we designed to be simps for women. But we're also supposed to be the leader, so there's the conundrum. We designed to be simps for them and be like yes men and be seduced by them and infatuated by them, but we're also supposed to be able to lead them as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where you gotta find the balance. That's why bad guys, that's why city boys are up. This whole thing is literally, this is 10 years ago. City boys didn't exist, but he's talking about the city boys being able to do fucked up shit and get all these women pregnant and move on. Women are starting to figure it out, but men are still like, eh. They created this whole little, I don't fuck with the manosphere, but they created this whole thing where they point out the shit that women do to entrap us, per se. I don't fuck with that. Them
Um,
niggas there, they just
I
them
I
niggas
mean,
don't get no puss over there in the manosphere.
they don't get no pussy, but for the ones who do, you can't really complain about what they say because they got a lot of facts, especially if you don't experience life. You don't feel for a lot of these manipulation tactics. You know what I'm saying?
And are going to until the day we die, because let's not get it twisted. Even the most machoest nigga out there, they still fall victim to one gal. It's just that's how we're designed. Care how tough you is, it's one gal that's gonna get your heart. It's just life. Can't escape it. None of us can escape the pains and joys of life. It's real.
You don't know how many women I know running around. Well, it's this one nigga got 9 kids by 9 different
Yeah,
women.
what's good?
And the other 8 women knew about the first one. The 7th one knew about the 3 in front of him. It doesn't make any sense. How do you fuck a man that's already in court for not paying child support? And then you'll go to the court with that man, talking about them other women just want your man. Then when y'all break up, you'll do like Floyd Mayweather and that other chick.
Ooh, now, man, you was privy to that. Ain't that how the woman Kwame Brown was passing off his wife did? Son of a biscuit. She
I'm
was
not.
with Kwame when Kwame was going to court for child support as a prop and a witness. It did as soon as that nigga blew up on YouTube. He didn't know her no more. I had to go back to the Kwame
You
Brown.
talking about that chick that was in the? You talking about the chick that was in the car with him?
The one, yeah, the one that was natural.
Holy moly!
This shit is. Well, yeah. See, you have to be here to understand the dig. I just threw it. Kwame Brown. It's a long running feud.
Y'all will band together, Wonder Twin Powers activate, form a bit of bitches. Yeah, these niggas ain't shit. You can easily get some black women together to talk about some black men that they used to fuck. You can't get no white women together that used to fuck the same man and talk shit about that man. But you can get some black women to do it. The bitches from Antonio Camari, they wanted to get together and do a reality show. So y'all bitches couldn't stand each other when somebody was fucking them. But as soon as y'all get babies by them, now y'all done Wonder Twin Powers activate, form a Babies Mamas Club. This is crazy. Stop treating your pussy like a damn garbage can and have some respect for your own damn body because it's yours. And anything happens to you, it's yours. Let me tell you something, ladies. When you were in there giving birth to a baby, when you're in that delivery room, I don't give a fuck if you're married, that you are by yourself. Every time I've heard of a woman dying doing childbirth, I ain't never heard of a fucking man died doing childbirth. Never heard of it. So whenever you say, we both did it, that's a fucking lie. It's you. And I'm going to teach my daughter, and I hope that all responsible men and women out there teach their daughters this, that it's your body people are dumping into. It is not a shared fucking responsibility. Just because somebody else don't care about their body don't mean you should not care about your own damn body. I'm out.
He said, I think we have lost the art of accountability. All women do is go to people's videos on YouTube and complain, but they never can dispute the facts. Before any of you go off on me, please tell me if there's one thing I said this dude is the truth. Don't come out. Okay, he already said it. Jeez, this shit going fast. That was it on that one. I'm doing the men's accountability part tonight at 10 p.m. It's a lot to unpack. It hurt. Truth went to that. It's how you say it. Truth. Let me. How should he have said that? Everything he just said. What would have been a
Do me a
soothing way
favor.
to say it?
Go back to that. Go back to that for a minute because I walked off and went to the restroom. So go back to that. Let me listen again.
Oh, to the end.
To the part that you asking me about because I missed the last little bit.
Oh no, I wasn't asking about the last little bit. I was just asking overall because remember you were saying that.
Video.
Yeah, you were saying it's how you say it. It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Right.
I said overall, what he said during this video, what would have been a palatable way to say it?
I mean, let's just be clear. The cussing part, not so much, but it's the. And see, I can say this because a lot of people say this about my delivery sometimes. It's the aggression. It's the calling the woman, what do you say?
But he didn't call a particular woman
No, he did
anything.
not. He makes it worse. He referred to woman, and I think he said dumb bitch or dumb hoe, one of them,
Yes, he was saying a woman that does that. He categorized that, but he never specifically said any woman was that. He was speaking generally, kind of like in a rap song when they say bounce that ass bitch. They ain't calling no woman bitch. They just saying in general, bounce that ass bitch.
Let me ask this: Would it be taken different if it was your grandpa or uncle?
Your grandpa, your uncle don't need to talk to you that way. It's a way to be firm.
If you fucking up that way, I would deliver the same message to my damn niece or nephew.
Listen, I'm not saying I'm right in what I feel. I'm just saying for me, speaking to me that way is not. The message is not. I mean, to me, you don't have to speak to me that way to get a message across. I'm just speaking for me in this moment. Some people you may have to speak to them that way, but with me, you don't have to speak to me that way in order to get your message across. In fact, hold on, it's my daddy, y'all. Hold on.
Don't worry. Let's see. I'm copying this link. We're at 2 at 18, and The Truth 5 is live. I'm about to drop his link in the chat so we can all head over there and support his live he got going on. Just copy. And we're gonna. Yeah, this where the party at. This where we finna be. I'm about to end this here live. This where we headed to. And I will be back tonight with part. Well, it's not part two, but it's the men's accountability. And that's why I like this. That's why I like Tommy Sotomayor. I fuck with him because he will do some shit like hold both sides accountable. Like even when I did this, I thought this video was going to be him doing pro Republican rhetoric. I had no idea, didn't listen to it. But he actually was roasting the shit out of Republicans. And he considers himself a conservative. He's not a Democrat at all. But he was able to call them out to be like, y'all are alienating black people. Like, I like you, but I can see why we don't fuck with y'all as a whole.
Yeah, with
Well,
the history that
what
it
we
was,
saying, man?
I was saying, yeah, with the history of people that at that point in time that was representing that party, I see exactly where he was coming from. Like I said, I was there. You know what I'm saying? But as you see light and new, fresh faces coming in with different ideas, more, you know what I'm saying? What am I saying? With can't think of the damn word that I'm looking for at this moment. Integrity.
What are y'all talking about? I had to mute. I missed it. What you saying, man?
We'll jump back to Republican Democrat real quick.
Oh, okay.
And we was talking about how Tommy, you know what I'm saying, was dissing the Republicans, and I was basically stating I was feeling the same way as far as, you know what I'm saying, how the party was painted at that time and from what I was seeing from them. And it's like, but now you see a group of people coming in with some integrity and morals and stuff that's trying to reshape the party. I think folks need to pay attention. You know what I'm saying? If not, you're gonna get what you ask for and what you go to church every Sunday for. You're gonna get that special trip to hell. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the good thing is the people that have had like a clutch on seats and stuff, they're getting older and older by the year, so they're gonna eventually die out. And younger people have to replace them. That's the good thing. Life happens. I know that sounds morbid, but it's fucking true.
It ain't even just about the youth, it's about where their mind is at. You know what I'm saying? And are they standing by what they're saying? You know what I'm saying? We can't just vote people in on the color of their skin and stuff like that. It sounds good, but a lot of these niggas ain't for us. Actually look at what these politicians are actually saying and are they backing what they're preaching.
I think the youth understand it more than us. I think the youth got it.
Not after the move they made this last,
I ain't mad with passing the torch to the youth.
They knew that we lived through the Obama era. We saw what Obama did. Some people thought it was good because he was a black president, but economically, he fucked us up. Hey.
My feet up, my feet up.
What the hell?
My bad, my thumb big as hell. I hit the wrong button. I was trying to mute my mic and I hit the damn video. And then it said show high and I was like, oh shit, I fucked up. And y'all know it'd be a delay, so I didn't know how many times I hit it.
I was saying, me and MoneyBoy about to have our first argument, man. First he gonna put up D Truth. When I told him I had a premiere coming up, there you go. He gonna put up D Truth like we going to party over there. I don't want to party over there. I want to drop some signs.
My bad. I didn't know I had just seen he was live. I got the notification he was live. He already live. My bad.
No, I'm fucking with you and shit.
I'm see my fat finger.
My feet up. My feet.
You did.
I did it again, and my fat finger did it again. I'm trying to hit mute.
Damn.
State gang. Bang bang.
Right.
No, I was fucking with you though. But no, I might drop it a little later, or probably first thing in the morning or something, because I got like 3 more I'm brushing up and some old stuff I got to cut commercials out of and stuff that was premiered and stuff that we might have missed that was giving us a lot of knowledge from back in the days and shit. So
Sounds interesting.
I try to be interesting. I try to be. That's why I stay out of all this fighting y'all be doing, man. I be wanting to go in the chair and shit, but goddamn.
I ain't fighting with nobody, man. I ain't
Man,
fighting.
the fighting is done. As you see, the fighting is done. This is the 3rd episode. Ain't no shade been thrown in nobody or nothing. In fact, I've unsubscribed from that old girl in Arkansas because there's no need for me to see what's going on. I don't care what she does. I'm going to hold up my end of the bargain until February 6th when it's time to go to the trial.
Oh, we're definitely covering that. That's facts.
Hey, the game ain't fair.
Still going. Oh, Cap, Beefcake. Fuck you niggas. We out.
State gang the mob. We in too deep. MoneyBoy Trey, Looney Tune melodies. Let's go. I can take a bitch if I want. Take her down, send her back in the morning. Purple kush, purple drink like Bonnie. Black op shit, got gun like the Hummer. Bulletproof vest, case a nigga wanna harm it. No conversation, he ain't talking about the money. I die about mine, never take nothing from it. I die about mine, never take nothing from it. I can take a bitch if I want. Take her down, send her back in the morning. Purple kush, purple drink like Bonnie. Black op shit, got gun like the Hummer. Bulletproof vest, case a nigga wanna harm it. No conversation, he ain't talking about money. I die about mine, never take nothing from it. I die about mine, never take nothing from it. Hey, little nigga, I was trapping out the Carter. Single parent home, being a willing, I'm a father. Money go get it, I ain't never been a quitter. Had to be the breadwinner for my sons and my daughter. Nigga rich from blue ice 20 pointer. I can take a bitch if I want it. Pick it down, send her back in the morning. Purple kush, purple drink like Bonnie. Black op shit, got gun like Army. Bulletproof vest, case nigga wanna harm me. No conversation, he ain't talking about money. I die about mine, never take nothing from me. State to state, we gon' wait, we're running. Wholesale, get both by the 100. No consignment, no deal in the front. Camera in it, Birdman and stun. Bitch, stop capping, you ain't talking about nothing. Jacking out the tub on the time, hit your bust. Look with the pussy, but you never gotta touch it. Came down the middle, but you had to make a bust it. How you getting money for the flatter than your budget? All the player talk, so you know you need to cut it. Sir, you know you need to cut this shit. All the player talk, so you know you need to cut it. Throwing touch and start crying in public. You a bitch. Nigga dick, so a bitch cannot suck. You a bitch. You need to be saying you disgusting. You a bitch. Bitch, you a lame, you a dusty. You a bitch. Why you stay sweaty, you must. You a bitch. You went from the street, you a pussy. Oh, need a dick ass nigga. I can take a bitch if I want. Take her down, send her back in the morning. Purple kush, purple drink like Bonnie. Black op shit, got gun like the Hummer. Bulletproof vest, case a nigga wanna harm me. No conversation, he ain't talking about the money. I die about mine, never take nothing from it. I die about mine, never take nothing from it. I can take a bitch if I want. Take her down, send her back in the morning. Purple kush, purple drink like Bonnie. Black op shit, got gun like the Hummer. Bulletproof vest, case a nigga wanna harm me. No conversation, he ain't talking about money. I die about mine, never take nothing from it. I die about mine, never take nothing from it.
Hey, no, that's not cool though. That's not cool. Just wanna take me a ride, man. Split my motherfucking head, cause I can't believe a motherfucker I really cared about, I really loved you at one point, G. Like low key. Like, come on now. Like low key, G. You think it was cool for your friend to get up there and expose everything you told him about me? That wasn't cool. You know that wasn't cool for real. That wasn't what's up. That wasn't what's up. That shit triggered the fuck out of me because that was wacky. You know it was wacky. Fuck my kid. You know that shit was wacky. Let me take me a drive, G. This shit getting out of hand, G. This shit getting out of hand to fight somebody else fight. Especially about people we talked about their commentary and their style of how they do people. You laying me out. You feed me to the wolves for what? You feed me to the wolves for what? What you feeding me to the wolves for, Shib? For what? For what?